for the first time with Ricky Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Williams. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He gets away from 1. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a pitch out to Williams. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 2nd down, this is good. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, there we see one reason why Bruce Smith was a first-ballot Hall of Famer. As disruptive a defensive force as there ever was, 200 career sacks, 2 more than my college teammate, Reggie White.
He was the #1 overall pick, Bruce Smith, back in '85. And part of course, those Bills teams that went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls. He gets it left side of Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Now they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to get it running right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lucky 56.
It's Young on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The first carry for the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
To throw on second down is Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Steve Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this will be a touchdown. Ricky Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Young. This might be a free play. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, it's Young. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A first down throw for Young. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Young. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air once more. Young finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Young on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 11 more on that one and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lorenzo Neal in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's got his man complete. It's Tim Brown. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky.
They go again to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First and 10, Young throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Young now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run. Tomlinson. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Back now in Los Angeles as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Set! Green!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. half. It's Gurley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Six-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. To throw is Mahomes. Over the middle to Evans. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Now, you and I both know that those guys out in the field, they're giving every effort that they've got. But Bryant Young, he just played the game with a different level of intensity and effective play from start to finish.
Well, he was an 8-time winner of the 49ers' prestigious Lynn Eshmon Award, and some people may not know what that is, but it was given to the player who best exemplifies inspirational and courageous play.
And think about the 49ers' history. No other player won it more than twice. Not Ronnie Lott, not Jerry Rice, not any of the other great 49ers.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
We want back ends. Wipe my